we've got
Fair enough.
we've got some questions here that we're going to answer as a band. So the first question is, how did you find music, and where did you come from to kind of get here? Anyone can jump in and start when they want.
Who wants to jump in? Should we go in age?
Oh, well, I am the oldest, so yeah, I suppose. Well, at high school, I really loved doing shows. I was in plays and singing, and I really loved it. But my parents looked at it as a bit of a shameful thing, and they were quite embarrassed that I was doing it. And so I never really looked at it. And then when I was about 40, I actually started doing teacher training, and part of it was guitar or learning music. And I thought, fuck, I love music. I've always loved music and listening to it. And then I did some guitar lessons. And then I actually found you actually didn't need to be a musician to be in a band. I became the bass player. So I could sing, I could play bass. But then the problem was I started playing bass and I realised I couldn't sing along. So then I had to actually learn how to play without thinking. So then I could sing over top of the rhythm, because the melody over the rhythm, that became a problem. And yeah, I just always thought that I used to look at people and go, oh, I wish I was a musician. It looked so much fun.
Yeah.
So later on in life, just got into it, and I thought, why didn't I do this when I was a teenager?
That's probably why
instead of playing rugby.
Yeah. That's probably why you gravitate to punk music so much. You know?
Yeah.
It's DIY.
Yeah.
You know, you just get in the garage and just make a bit of noise and play your instrument. You know? Yeah. You don't have to be the best musician.
No. The Ramones were the same. They said, look, we're not going to be Jimi Hendrix.
No.
Let's just make some cool sounds and you know, get it out there, get some energy, and I think band's about energy. You know, if you've got good energy on stage, good presence,
People feed into it.
Yeah, they feed off it. They love it, you know. And that's what I'm liking about this band too: the live presence, the interaction. Our gig we had a couple of weeks ago. The girls on guys' shoulders, and just into it. It was so cool. Just the energy and just you couldn't get to sleep that night.
Yeah, because you're so high off it. Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Bevan?
What got me into music? Well, when I was a teenager, I'd come home, get off the school bus, and Dad would have probably something like Led Zeppelin remasters playing on the stereo, or some other great music. So I got my good taste of music from Dad, and when I got the opportunity to learn drums at school, fortunately I was in the grunge era, and so I was just surrounded by great music and just loved kind of losing myself in my music.
That's cool. You can go next, Chris.
I can go next.
Yeah.
Alright, so where to start? So with me, I was probably about 12 or 13, and I wasn't doing a lot at the time. And I think my old man gave me an option of, it was either karate or guitar. And around that time,
It's an option.
So this could have gone a different direction 100%. Yeah, I could have been doing kung fu instead.
Your low centre of gravity would have just been perfect.
Oh, these small hands would have hit no one. Yeah,
but they would have looked cool.
It would have looked cool. Yeah, it would have been quick ass. So and around that time, I was just starting to get into like 80s metal, like Guns N' Roses, and like Motley Crue, and all these like larger than life characters of like music. So I got into that, and then I started playing guitar. And then as my guitar kind of developed, I started getting into more guitar-based music, like the blues, with Stevie Ray Vaughan and Hendrix and all that type of thing. And then that developed further and further, and then it got to the point where I just wanted stage time. I just wanted to experience live music, I started seeing as many bands as I could, and then, saw this band was going, and I was like, let's go, let's get into it. And that's where I'm at now.
Cool.
I'm a younger brother, so naturally I snooped my older brother's closet when I was about 14, and I found an acoustic guitar in there. And he always claimed, because he's left-handed, that since it was right-handed, he couldn't play it. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna learn. And so I pissed off Mum and Dad because I printed off a whole bunch of tab and I didn't know how to read it. And I wasted all of their printer ink. And I got in trouble for that. And I was like, no, it's good. I got this stuff. And they're like, well, what does it mean? I was like, I don't know. And then I couldn't actually It's funny since I'm in this, but I couldn't actually bend my wrist over the guitar, and so I set it on my lap, and I counted the numbers, and it was at the 11th fret for a song, and I hit it, and I heard the note, and I was like, oh my god, that's how to read it, that's what this thing's been trying to tell me, these folders of stuff, and yeah, and that was crappy punk rock. It was Blink-182, and I haven't really changed much since.
Yeah.
That's,
Just good old pop punk.
yeah, mate, yeah, crappy punk rock, and so I've never had lessons, and that's why I suck.
Oh, come on.
Excuses.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes.
I started at 5 when I sung at Country and Western, actually. I got up there and sung, and it was terrifying. And then I carried on going to Country and Western, and then I pulled away from it because it wasn't cool to sing when I was younger. It wasn't looked as being cool, and it was terrifying. And then I started running the karaoke through my friend Mandy at the China Inn when I was probably 19 or 20, and I did that for quite a few years. I really enjoyed karaoke because there was a screen to hide behind and look at instead of looking at the audience. And then I did a couple of shows on stage and realised that wasn't for me because I couldn't remember my lines because I was so scared. And then I found the world of the band, and not being just me on stage and everyone staring at me, having my mates beside me and behind me, was kind of where I felt most comfortable, and that's where I've been ever since. Yeah.